Today, I'm going to be doing a drop shipping challenge to get from $0 to $1,000 per day within 1 week. So for this challenge, the rules are going to be that I start from today and then I have 7 days to get to $1,000 in revenue. So that means that not over the entire period, it means one day I need to get over $1,000. Let's get right into it. So right here, I already found the product that I want to be testing for this challenge. And so it's just this like Pilates machine. You can see it right here. I just found this on the TikTok Creative Center. And so it just looked super interesting to me because the ad creatives look really good. And also it's solving a big problem, right? Like a lot of women, especially right now with the New Year's coming up, everyone wants to get super fit. So I think this product is perfect for this time. So I'm going to be selecting this one, and we can see like the ad creatives are really good for this too, right? And it's clearly performing well because it had a top 6% CTR, top 8% CTR, lots of likes. People are scaling this up, it's on a medium budget, high budget. So it kind of ticks all the boxes that I am looking for. So from here, I'm just gonna go over to AliExpress and I'm just gonna search up the machine. So I think it's like a Pilates board. So let's see what comes up. Okay, so right here we can see there's like a bunch of different listings for this. So let's just go with the one with the highest ratings, I guess. So I'm just gonna open this up and okay, so one thing to always keep in mind when you're getting products from AliExpress, especially when it says this like welcome deal thing, that's not the price that they're going to be giving it to you for, right? So the actual price of the product is going to be $154 with free shipping. So I think that's a bit expensive for me. I'm not going to be able to make good margins. Like I don't want to sell this for like $500 or something. So I'm probably not going to go with this one. So let's try to find the exact same product, but on Zendrop instead. I just opened up Zendrop right here. So I'm just going to search up Pilates board and let's see what comes up. Okay, so we're just seeing like a lot of weird things right here. We're not really getting what we need. Okay, so right there. So now we found it, right? So this is the machine that we were seeing on the TikTok Creative Center right here. So it looks about the same. So yeah, so we can see on Zendrop, we're actually getting it for $64 total. So it's way cheaper than the AliExpress link. And also Zendrop just makes stuff way easier to handle. You have everything in this one app. You can just import the products super easy by just adding it to your products here. You can get like super good shipping times, right? Just only 10 days. If you're starting out and trying to find some good products to sell, I always recommend using Zendrop because they're gonna give you much better prices than AliExpress ever can. So definitely try to check these guys out. And I'll put a link in the description if you want $200 free ad credits. Okay, so from here, I am just going to add this to my products and then we can just go ahead and review and publish that to my store, right? So for the name, I don't know why the I is capitalized here, so I'm just gonna make that small. Multifunctional Pilates board, I guess, yeah, sure. The name sounds okay to me. And then the description, we're gonna be redoing all of this stuff, with ChatGPT, of course. And for our variants, yeah, I think we can sell all 3 of the variants. And the images, I guess that's all there is. So we're just gonna go with that. So now I am gonna go ahead and build out the entire website for this product and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I just finished building out the entire website for this product. So let's just check it out. So right here, we have the product, these are the images that came directly from Zendrop. All I did was use the inbuilt Shopify feature where you can kind of remove the background on stuff. So you know how it said like pink, purple, and blue at the top or whatever? So I just removed those tags. It kind of looked ugly to me and I just made it one plain color. So that's always better for conversions. People like seeing the product clean and simple. You see that a lot on like Amazon and stuff. You always see a product with just like a white background, so you know exactly what you're getting. So I got one of those images, and then For the other images, I just have some other stuff here, you know, like I have some before and after photos and, you know, just some other basic photos showing off the product. Other than that, we just have our name of the product, and then we have our pricing, we have our emoji benefits right here at the top so people know at a glance exactly what the benefits of this product is going to be. And then we also have our color selection and then our add to cart, of course. And so this is all built in Shrine theme. So you can see that it looks super clean. A lot of this stuff I actually didn't even need to do by myself. Like this shipping time, it gets automatically calculated. And then there's also these like reviews right at the top here. And then all these features I just used Shrine theme to build out this entire website. So it was just super quick. I think it only took me like 15 minutes or so. So we just have like some GIFs here. And then of course, like our image with text sections, that's what these are. So, you know, we have our GIF or image, and then we just have a little bit of text explaining it. So we did that 3 times. Then we just have some more reviews, just again, trying to build up more trust, especially because this product is still going to be sold for a higher price, right? Like we're trying to sell this for $200. So it is a bit higher price. So that's why we want to make sure that customers trust us and want to spend their money on us. So we got that. We have just some other features, why we're better than other people, and then some more like scientific results type stuff. And then just reviews at the bottom, right? People always love reading reviews. Never skip out on reviews, always add them in. So yeah, that's kind of the entire website. And then we have our sticky add to cart. That's just part of Shrine. So yeah, if you want to build out like a high converting website, I definitely recommend checking out Shrine. So now we just need to build out our advertisements, right? And so we can just start running up some ads for this. So I'm just gonna go over to the Facebook ad library and we can start setting that up. Okay, so now we're in the Facebook Ads Manager. So from here, we can just start setting up our advertisements. So we're just gonna go ahead and create a new campaign. Of course, we wanna do a sales campaign. We're just gonna hit continue on that. We are going to select a manual sales campaign because our pixel isn't optimized yet, and we always wanna start with manual in the beginning. We're just gonna hit continue. And there we go, we have our new CBO. We're just gonna call it CBO because we're gonna be optimizing at the campaign level. For all this stuff, we don't really care. We don't wanna use catalog ads. We just wanna turn on our advantage campaign budget. And we're just gonna set this to $50 to start off, okay? So I think that's good here. Then we can move on to the ad set level. Over here, we are just gonna name it open because we don't wanna be targeting anything. And then maximize number of conversions, we will select our pixel and we're just gonna keep going down here. And for our start time, we're gonna put 12 a.m. for the next day. So it's gonna start at midnight. Okay, so once that's done, then we are just going to add in our locations. So for this, we can just do United States, United Kingdom, and Australia. Okay, and so I'm not doing Canada here because currently there's like some kind of strike going on in Canada where Canada Post isn't working. So we don't really want to be selling there right now because people aren't going to get their package. And then for our audience, we want to switch to original audience options right here. And we are just going to select, okay, right here. So we're just going to select women only, right? Because this is more of a women's product. Okay, so now that's done. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and upload the ads that I have. And then once we have that, then I'm just gonna publish the campaign and then we're gonna be good to go. Okay, and so that's gonna be pretty much everything that we need to do today. So now we are just gonna leave this and let it cook overnight and then we're gonna check back on it tomorrow. So I will see you then. Okay, so we're back. So it's the next morning and I have some good news because I already saw it on my phone the other night, but we already got our first sale. So let's just jump right into it and let's check out our metrics. So right here we have the Facebook ad library open, or ads manager, sorry. And so right here we can see we actually ended up spending $66 yesterday. I'm not sure exactly why it went over budget. Facebook kind of just does that sometimes, so it's fine. We set our budget to 50 bucks, but anyways, we actually ended up getting a 3 ROAS right here. First day testing, so that's super good. We had a 1.3 cost per click, not bad. It's under 1.5. We have a really good CTR right here, right? We're getting 4.5%. So that's really good, especially for a high ticket product like this. I think that's pretty good. And then our CPMs are quite decent, I would say. They're not terrible, but they're not great either. But it's pretty good for a high ticket product. So that's good. And then we actually ended up getting 6 add to carts. So that means we were getting an add to cart every $10. And keep in mind, this product is like 200 bucks, right? So it's super expensive. So the fact that people are still getting this, it's pretty crazy. And then we actually ended up getting 3 people to check out, and we ended up getting 1 person to actually purchase. So our cost per purchase ended up being 66 bucks, the entire budget for the day. But it doesn't matter because our ROAS is just so high because our product costs so much. So we are actually able to spend a bit more on ads and still be profitable, which we were today. So we can just check the same thing out right here in our Shopify dashboard. You can see we ended up getting the sale that we saw in the ads manager. So yeah, keep in mind my my Shopify is in Canadian dollars. So that's why you see CA over there. But yeah, still super good. So from here, I think I'm just gonna increase the budget by 20% for tomorrow, and we are going to see how it ends up performing at a higher budget. Okay, so I'm gonna set that up and we are going to check back in again tomorrow. Okay, so it's day 3 and things are looking really good already. I think we might have to end this challenge early, to be honest, because let's just head right into our metrics. So right here we can see on the Facebook ads manager that we ended up actually doubling the budget because I just thought like the metrics were looking so good, especially for such a expensive product. So I just ended up doubling the budget instead of doing 20%. And at this kind of small scale, it doesn't matter anyways. But you can see right here, we ended up getting a 6 ROAS in return. So super crazy returns right now. Things are going really well. So we also had like a good CPC, good CTR. CPM, they're starting to come down, which is always good. You're gonna always find your CPMs come down the longer that your product runs. So that's a super good sign right there. And then from here, we can just see that our add to carts are 11 add to carts. Again, super crazy. We're still maintaining getting 1 add to cart every $10 in spend. So that's super good. And then we have a good rate getting to checkout, and then we ended up getting 2 purchases for this day. So a $50 cost per purchase. So that is super good right now. Our margins are looking pretty insane at this point. So we can just see it right here. I'm just gonna refresh the dashboard for you as well. So we ended up getting $860 in return. So keep in mind, right, our cost of goods for this product. So I think we saw on Zendrop that the cost of goods was like 60 to 65 bucks for this. So that's like 60 bucks on the product, and then we have what, $50 per purchase on ads. So that's like about $100, and then we're getting back like 860 in return, right? So for 2 products, I think that comes to 200 bucks that we are spending, and we got 860 in return. So margins are looking super good right now. We are just going to continue this, and I think we might end up actually hitting the 1K day tomorrow. That's what it's looking like. So I'm gonna just double the budgets once again, and I will check back in with you tomorrow. Okay, it's officially our third day running ads, and we are this close to hitting $1,000 in a day. So let's just jump right into the metrics here. So for this day, I ended up only increasing the budget by 20%. I didn't want to mess up any of the optimization, so I decided to play it safe, and we were already getting such good results. I thought this would be just enough to get to 1K for the day, considering we hit 860 just yesterday. I increased the budget up to 120. It ended up spending a little bit more. Again, Facebook does that sometimes. But our ROAS is still maintaining super solid, right? A 5 ROAS. And let's just look at the rest of the metrics here. CPC is still great. Our CTR still great. CPM went up a little bit, but it really doesn't matter because look at the amount of purchase intent we have right here, right? We are getting 7 add to carts, 5 to checkout, and then 4 people ended up purchasing. So our conversion rate is super solid at this point, and we even have a cost per purchase that has come way down all the way to $33. So we're getting way more purchases for spending way less on ads. So our Facebook pixel is starting to optimize now, so we're just getting better and better results. So it's looking really good here. And I thought that we actually ended up hitting 1K for the day, considering we got 4 purchases. But when we check here in the ads manager, and I'll just refresh this for you guys, is we actually ended up only hitting 926 for the day. So we're just below the limit for the challenge, but you can see our conversion rate is going crazy, right? We're getting a 3% conversion rate on such an expensive product. I think that's still really promising. And come on, tomorrow it has to be the day at this point. So I'm gonna increase the budget again for tomorrow since we're still being profitable, and hopefully tomorrow can be the final day of the challenge. Okay, so I am going to increase the budget once again, and I will check back in with you guys tomorrow. I got some bad news. So the ads, they ended up not performing today. So if we just check out the Shopify dashboard right here, you can see we ended up only getting 2 orders for the day. And if we check out our ads manager, you can see that our ROAS has dropped quite a bit right here, right? And our conversion rate, it's looking a little bit lower than it was yesterday. I'm not sure exactly why it ended up dropping off today. I guess because right now the pixel is still trying to optimize. So we ended up hitting a bit of a bump here. We were so close to the 1K day. I actually did end up increasing the budget here. I don't know why it only spent $100 for the day. I guess maybe because it spent more yesterday. But yeah, I guess, stuff happens sometimes, and this is all part of the process. So it's actually nothing too big to worry about. Now, if it continues on this performance, that could be a little bit worrying. But for now, it seems like it must have just been a bad day. So hopefully tomorrow we can recover from this. And I actually noticed one thing while checking out the metrics on the ads. I found that the highest purchasers who actually ended up buying from my website were women, and specifically women who are older, and from the United States. So I think I'm actually going to schedule a new campaign at a $50 budget again. And this time I'm going to just target United States only, and I'm just gonna do women only. So let's just see how that can improve performance, or how it can affect things, So hopefully that can help some stuff out here, and hopefully we can hit that $1,000 day tomorrow. I will set all of that up, and then I will check back in with you guys tomorrow, I guess. Okay, so I actually ended up forgetting to film yesterday, but things aren't looking really that good right now. So what ended up happening yesterday, you can see right here in the dashboard, we actually ended up only getting 2 sales yesterday again. I did make that new campaign that I was saying for the women's only in the US, but it just didn't perform at all. And then if we look at today, nothing today either. So we actually only have one more day left for this challenge. So I don't know what we're gonna do here. It's like the product just seems to be tanking at this point, to where we even ended up getting one person who refunded, right? So I had to refund them. So yeah, it's really not looking good right now. Not sure what to do at this point, right? So right now, this is the spend that I did for yesterday as well as today. And you can see that we went through quite a lot of spend, right? 340 bucks, and we got the same in return. So after fulfilling cost, we actually are at a loss for these 2 days. It's not looking good. I don't know why. Like, we're still getting a good amount of add to carts here and to checkout, but for some reason people aren't converting. So I'm gonna just try to look more into why people aren't converting. I'm gonna watch back some of the replays and try to fix any of the things that could be causing people to not convert. And I also ended up making a few new advertisements, which I think that is going to be the real key into increasing the performance. Hopefully these new ads, they do well. I spent a lot of time making them. I did a lot of market research to make sure that they are good. So I'm really hoping right now that these new ads perform. I'm gonna bump up the budgets too, even though we were at a loss today, because we only have one more day left at this point, and we have to hit 1K tomorrow. Guys, it is the final day, and I'm not even gonna say anything right now. Let's just look right at the results, okay? As I said yesterday, I ended up making a new campaign with new ads. So I set the budget back to $50 again, and I still continued running that US women only campaign as well. Right here, we can see that each one is at a $50 budget, and we ended up getting a 7 ROAS on each one of them. So this is actually really crazy. Like, I did not expect it to go this crazy, but it happened. And so right here, you can see we ended up getting a good CPC. This one's not too great, but that's because it's US. So you're gonna find all the metrics for the US only one. It's always gonna be higher. So that's why our CPM is also higher and stuff. It's okay because we ended up securing 4 purchases. And now I know we hit 4 purchases before too, but let me just show you guys. You can see right here, we ended up doing $1,400 in sales. And the reason for that is because I actually ended up adding some more upsells as well, because I found that there's like other things that people may want with this Pilates board, like a slimming belt. And so I ended up adding that as an upsell for this product, and it just went insane. So every single person who bought, they ended up going through with the upsell too. We ended up securing so much more for the same amount of sales that we had before, which was 4, but we ended up breaking the $1,000 for the day. That's pretty much it, right? So we ended up hitting our target for the video. We ended up doing $1,000 just in time. Like, it was the last day. I didn't think that we were gonna actually hit it, but yeah, things turned around, and it was actually super profitable, right? Because cost on ads was only $100 for this return. So super insane. And then our cost of goods weren't that high. The upselled product, the slimming belt, it didn't cost that much. It was like $20, and I was upselling it for like $50. Super crazy margins made right here. And this was just kind of to show you guys that literally anybody can do this. It's not like I know something crazy. It's just I put in the work every single day and I learned these things, So anybody can learn how to do this. And if you need any help on how to set up your own store like this, I recommend joining my Discord. I'll have it linked down below. I help out everybody in there. I also have a premium Discord, like a private one, where I actually share all of my strategies as well as like all of the notes that I've taken over the years that I've been dropshipping, and it's all documented there, all of my processes, everything that I use, even what I use to run this test right here. So any kind of problem I run into, I always refer back to that, and it's just super helpful. It also has a full length 10 module course inside of there, which will take you from A to Z. It's not crazy expensive like all these other people charging like 4,000 bucks for a course. I made it super affordable so that anybody can get it. Definitely check it out. If not, check out my Discord. It's completely free. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.